it's been brought up now because Ms. Rodriguez clearly stated, "Oh, I don't want her around my daughter now."
Well, why would I when she kicked all her clothes out and threw glitter on it on June 24th along with your items?
Was she there?
Okay,
Was the
here we
daughter
go
there?
again.
No.
Boy, did I tell you, Miss Rodriguez, that you could not interrupt just whenever the hell you wanted, and you just
He
did.
can?
No, you don't get to. I'm trying to keep this civil, and it's not. And then you're now smirking or smiling or something like this is a joke. It's
So do
not.
you want me to frown or what would you like?
Yes,
'Cause
that would probably be more appropriate than
Oh,
smiling. Yes. It
okay.
seems like a joke
Judge,
now.
Judge Madrigal.
No, I'm your witness.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll start with Ms. Rodriguez.
Okay.
Morning, Ms. Rodriguez. Can you please state your name?
Elizabeth Rodriguez.
Please state the name of your child.
Livia Rodriguez.
Who's the father of the child?
Agustin Campos.
What's your relationship with him like?
No relationship. We just have a child together.
What's his relationship like with his daughter?
No comment. I don't know.
Okay. So in the prior order, we said some
They have visits.
I'm sorry, you said something, Ms. Rodriguez, or you did not?
No,
You followed it up with something. I didn't hear what it was.
I didn't say anything when he asked what the relationship with the child was. I answered, and after that, I didn't say anything.
Okay. Well,
All right, guys, listen up. The courtroom explodes as Miss Rodriguez storms in, claiming she doesn't want her child around her ex. Sparks fly instantly, clothes thrown, glitter everywhere, tension thicker than steel. The judge slams the gavel, trying to control chaos. Smirks vanish, hearts race. Hold up, this isn't a joke. Witnesses shuffle, lawyers scribble, and everyone can feel the storm brewing. Buckle up, folks, this battle over custody is just getting started, and it's about to get messy.
I heard mumbling of some kind. Okay, Mr. Aziz.
Can I
Yes,
say something or no?
You have an objection already, Mr. Campos? What?
Yeah, just real quick. Just when we were at court last, I was a great father. I was, a bunch of different stuff.
Okay, you're
Your Honor, I'll be asking him the same questions he can
Okay.
answer.
just, you're going to remember to tell me all that. So right now,
Okay.
that's
Yes,
not
ma'am.
an objection that she testified differently. You'll tell me in a minute under your side. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, in my opening statement, I indicated you were requesting the sole managing observership. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're also requesting the geographic restriction in the state of Texas. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who does the child live with?
Me.
Who makes the day-to-day decisions regarding the child?
Me.
How involved is Mr. Campos in these decisions?
Which decisions?
In general, ma'am.
None.
Have you spoken to him about have you tried to solicit his input?
Yes, he has been, I guess, invited to hospital visits. He doesn't show. He was invited to open house at daycare, didn't show. He's been invited to
Listen up. Miss Rodriguez testifies about broken communication and ignored invitations, hospital visits, daycare calls, all dismissed. The courtroom crackles with tension as the judge probes, lawyers interject, and frustration rises. Every ignored obligation, every misstep fuels her anger. All right, guys, pay attention. This is more than legal jargon, it's a war over custody. Emotions are raw, accusations sharp, and the audience can feel the intensity spike with each word.
pay invoices at daycare, doesn't acknowledge anything. So he's more than welcome to, he just doesn't.
What was the last communication you had with Mr. Campos?
Let me stop you, Mr. See if there's a lawyer in the waiting room that I think I recognize there is a lawyer. So, Ms. Alvarez, you want to deal with that?
Yes, Your Honor. Give me one.
Thank you. It's for a 1030 case, I think, yeah.
Good morning, Miss Peach. I'm going to go ahead and send you a pop-up to it's going to appear on your screen. If you can just go ahead and click join, and then they're going to be with you shortly.
Okay, I wanted to let you know that Cliff is not going to be here today. We sent an email to Evan. We filed a motion to consolidate and consolidated this into a divorce.
Ms. Peach, everything we're live streaming on YouTube right now.
Yes, there's a hearing happening right now, Miss Peach. So I'm just going to transfer you over to a breakout room, and then
Thank
I'll
you.
let one of the attorneys know to join you in that breakout room.
Thank you,
Ms. Peach.
Sorry, Judge.
No problem, Ms. Peach. I only have one courtroom for everybody to come through.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, why are you requesting the expansion of the geographic restriction to the state of Texas?
I have a job opportunity in San Antonio.
What's the nature of this?
Up. Listen closely. Mr. Rodriguez wants a promotion in San Antonio. Miss Rodriguez resists, claiming instability. Lawyers volley objections. The judge struggles for control. Witnesses recount past incidents, chaotic visits, dangerous lapses, and ignored responsibilities. All right, guys, the stakes are sky high. Child safety versus parental ambition. Tension builds, voices rise, and this courtroom feels like a battlefield. Every statement is sharper than a knife, every glance loaded with accusations.
Opportunity.
Just promotion.
Okay. Do you have any other ties to San Antonio?
All of my family is out there.
And how likely is this promotion?
I'm pretty sure if I accept it, I can.
Okay,
start
so
immediately.
it has been offered.
Yes, I got
Okay.
I got an offering letter
If you were to accept the promotion, when would it begin?
within a month.
Within a month. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay. So, Ms. Rodriguez, regarding your request for the visitation schedule, can you please explain to the court why you're requesting the location for the exchange of the visits be changed to the Cal Police Department?
Because as of the last court hearing that we had, his first visit, which we all agreed upon, would be the Father's Day weekend. In the temporary orders, it does show that he's supposed to have somebody drive him. He showed up June 15th after Father's Day, driving himself. This last visit, when he returned my daughter August 3rd, he showed up with
Folks. Visitations and safety concerns dominate. Miss Rodriguez recounts police involvement, no car seats, and chaotic exchanges escalating into emergency calls. She exposes assaults and prior DWIs, highlighting neglect. Judges press for specifics, lawyers push for clarity, and every word adds fuel to the fire. All right, guys, feel the tension. This isn't a simple discussion. It's survival, custody, and accountability colliding in real time.
no car seat for our 1-year-old. There was yelling, there was shouting, so the police got involved, and I made a police report.
What was the result of that? When the cops arrived, what happened?
I made a report, and then I was told to follow up with CPS.
Did you?
Yes,
And then what happened?
just an investigation.
Let's see here. Why are you requesting the prohibition against Mr. Campos consuming alcohol or any illegal drugs during and up to 24 hours prior to a visit?
To my knowledge, at the end of July, he was involved in an assault that had nothing to do with me, but he was involved in an assault that resulted because of him being intoxicated. In the past, he's had an ankle monitor that involved his sobriety, and he also has, I believe, 3 DWIs.
You're also requesting the 24 hours notice provision. Can you please explain to the court why?
Yes, June 21st was his weekend, first, third, fifth weekend. June 21st was his weekend. He waited until 3:30 that same day to let me know he had a family emergency, but it wasn't an emergency.
Hold up. Insurance and health coverage ignite the courtroom. Miss Rodriguez explains weekly costs, coverage issues, and chaos from changing jobs affecting her child. Every line item becomes ammunition. Aggression simmers, accusations fly. All right, guys, this isn't just about money, it's about providing stability amid a storm of neglect and conflict. Judges and lawyers watch every detail, knowing each statement could influence custody outcomes.
He went to a concert in Houston. June 28th, I did agree to allow Olivia to go with him. I've been told I'm bitter and I keep the baby, so I didn't have any plans that day. So yes, he asked, and I did allow him to take her for the day. When it was time to give her back, I believe in the temporary court orders, the judge signed off that his paramour is not allowed to be with the child unsupervised. I have video recordings of Mr. Campos leaving my daughter there and driving off. When I knocked on the door to get my child back, she refused to open the door, so I had to call the police. So there was a police report made for that, and somehow Mr. Campos ended up being arrested on June 29th. July 5th was his weekend because it was considered the first weekend of the month. I did reach out and ask to make sure he was going to show up to our designated area. That was the weekend of the Texas floods. So I drove from San Marcos down to Buda regardless. I didn't hear from him, but I still showed up. I got no response back. Turns out Mr. Campos was, I guess, on a 4th of July vacation and couldn't inform me of it. And then August 3rd ended up being where he showed up.
Listen up. Third-party supervision and romantic partners spark new arguments. Ms. Rodriguez voices fear over exposure and past harassment. Judges demand clarity, lawyers scribble notes, and the courtroom crackles with tension. All right, guys, this is no calm negotiation. It's an emotional showdown where past missteps meet present concerns. Every word now carries weight, every pause potential danger.
With no car seat for our child. Had her in the back seat. So I prefer everything, instead of me having to call the police, we can just already be at a police department.
Do you have any fears regarding Mr. Campos of threats, violence, harassment, stalking?
Yes, Mr. Campos was arrested at the end of May for stalking harassment. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think that might have been why he got arrested on the 29th, because he decided to show up.
For stalking and harassment to who?
To me.
Okay. Are there any other such incidents you'd like to bring to the court's attention?
Other than we had court, early June 12th, I believe. I never received insurance. I asked several times. July 13th, I took a screenshot. I asked again. I needed the insurance. So by August 1st, I had her on my own insurance. I barely received insurance maybe last week, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the week before, but June 16th, I reached out to Mr. Campos to let him know that I was having to go to the emergency room with our child, and he claimed that he was at work, but the girlfriend did inform me that he actually got fired, so he—
Hold up. Mr. Campos rises confident. He claims a loving, hands-on relationship, showing videos, proof, and calling out exaggerations. He contrasts stability versus chaos. The courtroom hangs on every word, his calm defiance versus her fiery recounting. All right, guys, tension skyrockets. Their narratives collide like a storm, every sentence a weapon.
Was there all day with her. June 18th, I had to take her to after-hours visit. I reached out to let Mr. Campos know. He said he was at work, but again, the girlfriend confirmed where he was, what he was doing all day. He was off the whole week because he had gotten fired. I'm asking for her to just get on Medicaid at this point, because at least I know she'll have coverage versus Mr. Campos coming and going with these jobs, because it takes 30 days to get insurance. And with a child, you never know what's going to happen with her.
What is the cost of your health insurance plan?
If I'm not mistaken, they charge $115 weekly, because we get paid weekly. So it's $115 a week, I believe.
Per week?
Yes, sir. But that's because they do cover our insurance, but adding a dependent on there, that's when it goes up.
Is that $115 per week amount solely for the child?
Yes, for dependents. But it doesn't matter if I put one or two, it's just flat $115.
If they didn't have the child, do they charge you anything at all?
For the child, yes, I did. I had to put
No,
her.
if you didn't have the child on.
Oh, no, if I'm not mistaken, no, my company pays for our insurance. For our health insurance, we just have to pay.
Listen up. Joint conservatorship, visitation schedules, and parental fairness take center stage. Mr. Campos breaks down logic, evidence, and practical solutions for week on, week off custody. Aggression meets strategy. Judges, lawyers, and witnesses absorb every argument, realizing this is high-stakes negotiation with a child's future on the line. Hold up, folks. Every move is tactical, every word consequential.
Extra couple dollars for dental, vision, and life insurance.
Does this 115 cover all that, dental, vision, and life?
No, I believe it's going to be an additional $12 for her dental for the month.
They don't take it out weekly like they do the medical?
Yes, ma'am. But and again, it's $12 a month, but divided weekly.
But that's a separate line item from the 115 a week for the medical.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're not including vision. The law doesn't let me have him paid for vision, but just medical and dental.
I'm not too sure about vision, to be honest. I didn't see it as a line item on there.
Okay.
Ms. Rodriguez, why are you requesting that romantic partners of Mr. Campos, why are you requesting the presence of a third party? Should there be romantic partners of Mr. Campos around the child?
Well, the judge signed off on it last time, and it sort of worked in a sense of, I just don't agree that my child should see Mr. Campos and I, and then he take her to another paramour, however you want to call it.
All right, guys, pay attention. Assaults, temporary protective orders, and police interventions are examined. Credibility is tested. Lawyers and judges scrutinize each incident, every claim met with counterpoints. Tension pulses like electricity through the courtroom. Listen up. This isn't just legal drama, it's a battle of truth, reputation, and parental rights, and emotions are boiling over.
You know, she gets upset at the wrong person, in my opinion. She gets upset that Mr. Campos does her wrong, and she takes it out on me, and I don't feel comfortable that I don't feel comfortable, 1,000%. She's made comments in regards to my daughter. When she's upset, she takes it out on my daughter via text message, and I have all that proof as well. I tried co-parenting her. I will admit to that. I tried as far as, yes, there was a time where we tried communicating fairly and we tried communicating civil, and that was fine and dandy, but it's always when Mr. Campos does something wrong, she likes to take it out on myself. And lately she's been making comments in regards to my daughter, and I just don't appreciate it or feel comfortable with it.
Do you have any concerns about threats, violence, harassment, stalking from this individual?
No.
Okay. Do you have any other family violence or domestic violence concerns you'd like the court to know?
Other than on August 3rd, when Mr. Campos was following my 3 kids and I to the vehicle, questioning who was I with, I put 2 and 2 together, realizing there's no way that he kept yelling if I had a car seat. Yes, all vehicles.
Hold up. The June 16th incident explodes on the record. Hospital visits, miscommunications, and allegations of absence dominate. Mr. Campos defends his actions, claiming he was at work. All right, guys, the courtroom is a chessboard. Questions and answers are tactical moves, and credibility hangs in the balance. Every sentence could tip the scales.
That we have car seats. I don't know why he thought I didn't have one. The police took a picture of the car seat that I have. But I put 2 and 2 together because I know his truck was repoed and the car seat was in there. So then I realized either he had to purchase a new car seat or there's no car seat. So I did go back to confirm that vehicle had no car seat. And when I did that, his brother, who was the driver, came out yelling, just yelling and being extremely vulgar with his words, with my children around. Other than that, no other family violence with that.
Is there anything else that you'd like the court to know?
No, other than Mr. Campos is the one that picked and agreed with first, third, fifth weekend. He missed more than half of them on his own. All really I want is for him to stop making the final decision of where I can live, who I can have my child around, when he pays child support, whenever it's convenient for him. That's about it.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor. I'll pass the witness.
Okay, before we go to Mr. Campos, here we go again. I've got another person in the waiting room that might come in late. So Ms. Alvarez, if you take care of that.
Listen up. Custody logistics dominate car seats, missed weekends, and contested visitation dates. Both sides claim the moral high ground. The judge interjects, lawyers press, and witnesses react visibly. All right, guys, this is no ordinary debate. It's a high-stakes duel where child safety and personal grudges collide violently.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll call Mr. Campos. Good morning, Mr. Campos. Could you please state your name?
Good morning. My name is Agustin Campos.
Please state the name of your child.
Olivia Rodriguez.
Who is the mother of the child?
Elizabeth Rodriguez.
What's your relationship with her like?
Non-existent.
What's your relationship like with your daughter?
Lovely. It's great. Great relationship. Last time we were here, Liz was preaching to the top of the mountains that I was a good dad, and here we are a couple months later. It's not the same. I have videos, I have proof, I have pictures, I have everything that, Olivia loves me, and we get along great. Ms. Rodriguez bases the fact of, of course she's with Ms. Rodriguez 24/7. And of course, when it's time for her to give her to me, she does get upset. Of course, she doesn't want to leave her mom, who she's with 24/7. And she cries for a minute or two, but I always call her, FaceTime her right after, message her, and I'm like, she's fine. And we have no issue. She's never cried with me just randomly. She's never had issues. I've never had to call Miss Rodriguez to calm her down. She is great. She gets along great with me and my girlfriend. She's
Hold up. Mr. Campos defends employment history, job stability, and credibility, contrasting decades-long career against Ms. Rodriguez's unstable work history. Listen up, folks. His voice grows firmer, every word a strike against allegations. Aggression, frustration, and defiance mix in high-octane courtroom drama. Stability and trust are on trial.
She's great. She is the happiest baby when she's with us. Ms. Rodriguez couldn't tell you otherwise.
Thank you, sir. Now, you're requesting a joint managing conservatorship and the geographic restriction on Ms. Rodriguez to Hayes and surrounding counties. That was ordered in the temporary order. You're requesting that to continue. Is that correct?
Yes. Once again, just 2 months ago, I could be the joint conservatorship. She's mad. There's more underlying things to this case. Who, I'm not going to bring up. I'm not going to bring out. She's upset at other things and just taking it out on this, which is clear as day. Clear as day. Just last time we were here, Judge Madrigal, she was all about it. She was all about this and that, and now she's upset that I've cut a lot of things off with her, and she doesn't like it. It's not fair to my relationship or anything like that. Doesn't make sense to me. And then her trying to move to San Antonio, Mrs. Rodriguez, this is her third job here in the past year and a half. She got fired from ABC. She went to another job, got let go from there, is at another job now, is at another job now. And she wants to move to San Antonio. She doesn't, she was at ABC for a long time. She went from ABC to another job, and now she's at another job.
Can I say something, please?
No,
Sure.
you get to talk after.
All right, guys, focus. Visitation fairness ignites debate. Mr. Campos demands more time with his daughter, citing short notice and lack of communication. Logistics and daycare solutions are explained. The courtroom is captivated by strategy and raw emotion. Hold up. Every word tightens the tension, pushing the custody battle toward a dramatic resolution.